Good morning, sir. Good morning, class. We are the group 4 and we will discuss to you the lesson 12, When the Technology and Humanity Cross. What and when the technology and humanity cross? Through the centuries, with the development of science, we humans discovered technology to transform our way of life as its best. In human society, each radial ship has been driven primarily by one key enabling ship factor, from wood, stone, bronze, and iron to steam, electricity factor, automation, and the internet. Today, in our modern world, technology has become significant in our lives and continues to develop for the betterment of our society.
The right to benefit from advances in science and technology. The historical context of this right, as articulated by Committee on the Theoretical Basis on Human Rights convened by UNESCO in 1947, and the right to share in progress according to which every man has right to full access the enjoyment of the technical and cultural achievements of civilization by UNESCO in 1948. In UNESCO 1948, G.M. Burgers, a professor at Technical College of the Netherlands, highlight the dual role of science in modern society. He pointed out that while science enables progress, it also imposes upon us the responsibilities of international cooperation and forward thinking for the benefit of future generations. Additionally, Burgers emphasize the community duty allocate resources from extensive scientific research which serve to address the needs of humanity, foster development, and pursue truth. These concepts are echoed in Article 27 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Article 15 elaborates on the rights of individuals to both enjoy the advancement of scientific progress and benefit from the protection of their moral and material interests resulting from any scientific, literary, or artistic production in 2005. The Universal Declaration of Bioethics and Human Rights emphasizes the importance of freedom in scientific research and the benefits that stem from scientific and technological advancement. It advocates for fair access to medical, scientific, and technological developments. Additionally, it stressed the importance of sharing the benefits of scientific research and its application with society at large and within the international community, especially with developing countries.
Threats to human rights from science and technology. The UN has long been concerned about the potential misuse of scientific advancement. The 1968 International Conference on Human Rights highlighted the dual nature and scientific progress, acknowledging of its potential for economic, social, and cultural benefits while also recognizing the risks it poses in individual rights and freedoms. 4 key human rights issues have emerged from scientific and technological advancement: privacy, concern due to new recording techniques, the need to protect physical and intellectual integrity in fields like biology and medicine, establishing limits in electronic surveillance to safeguard individual rights, and finding balance between scientific progress and the broader advancement of humanity, intellectual, spiritual, cultural, and moral value. Human rights principles can guide efforts to ensure equitable benefits from scientific progress. These principles intersect with science policy and practice, shaping decisions on the scope and function of science and technology. Upholding human dignity and well-being is central rights-based approach to scientific development. S. From Mukherjee, a sociology and history of religions expert from the University of Chicago, outlines a human rights-based approach to the science. Technology and development. This approach, endorsed by the UN in 1997, integrates human rights concern into global challenges and development initiatives by analyzing In addressing inequalities in discriminatory practice, this approach aims to achieve better, more sustainable outcomes. Scientists are called to not only understand the relationship between their work, human rights, but also actively strive to uphold and affirm human rights through their research, thus ensuring ethical frameworks guide scientific advancement.
UNESCO Declaration of the Use of Identified Knowledge, 1999, Article 33. Governments and cooperation with universities and higher education institutions, and with the help of the relevant United Nations organization, should extend and improve education, training, and facilities for human resources developments in environment-related science, utilizing also traditional and local knowledge. Special efforts in this respect are required in developing countries with the cooperation of the international community. There are really in connection between science, technology, and human rights. There is a history of shared values way back 18th century of the age of Enlightenment. Principle of freedom and equality are contained in the earlier Declaration of the Rights of Man. In addition, there's an explicit recognition of the right of science in the international human rights law that acknowledge the relevance of the practice and conduct of science, protection of the rights of science, right in information and to movement, freedom and expression and association, education and works, and most importantly, health. And it's important that science and technology should adhere to the moral and ethical duty to protect and uphold human rights. Questions. Do you support the continuous technological advancement? Why? Technology has made it possible for people from all walks of life to have access to the different resources. Further, technology is also being used to equip people who need a certain type of assistance to improve their quality of life and help them avail opportunities that would or otherwise be inaccessible. Our lives have gotten simpler, more productive, and more interconnected as a result of technological advancement. Technology has brought about many good improvements that have altered the way we connect and the environment we self, from cell phone to virtual reality to artificial. Number 2. Why does humanity continuously urge for something advanced? Explain your theory. The debate about the future of human and technological advancement is large enough, but we cannot imagine that in future technological advancement could stop ever, and this statement has a reason of humans are curious about things in nature and they want to investigate the ingredients of the universe.
Lesson 13. Why the future does not need us. The future doesn't need us because advanced technology like robotics, genetic and engineering, and nanotech and are threatening to make human in danger. This lesson average the technology advancement in the society and the how future will be faced without technology. Article of William Nelson Choi, 2000. Why the future doesn't need us will also be discussed. Further dangers posed by science and technology will be checked whether these are governed by ethical and moral standard. Advance in science technology drive the evolution and way of life of the society. Everyday days news about technological breakthroughs in popular scene in the media due to the power of digital manufacturing and production revolution. Developments in science and technology are fundamental, altering the way of people like connect, communicate, and even transact without profound effects in the society. Economic development. Number 1, Internet. The world greatest and unruly library. You will agree that whenever you want to know something immediate, you will rush to the internet. This also considered as the global news channel, social hub, shopping service, and multimedia quizzing. A larger global network, known as the Internet, links millions of computers and other digital devices all around the world. It makes it possible for this gadget to exchange data and communicate with one another using a common set of language and protocols. The Internet is fundamentally a network of networks made up of globally interconnected infrastructure. Number 2, genetic engineering. Watson and Crick made a significant history in the secret of DNA in 1953. Boyer and Cohen constructed the first organism with combined DNA in 1973. All these science breakthroughs revolutionized the knowledge and understanding of genetics. What is genetic engineering? In the biotechnology discipline of genetic engineering organisms, genetic makeup is altered to change their characteristic of behavior. This manipulation entails adding, removing, or changing particular genes from an organism genome. Recombinant DNA technology, which enables science to cut and splice DNA fragments from many sources and insert them into genome of a target of organism, is the main technique used in genetic engineering. Number 3, digital media. The camera does not lie. When I say not heard much since the release of Photoshop 1.0 1990. This technology is found in industries such as marketing and advertising, website, newspaper, and magazines. What is digital media? Digital media refers to the content that is stored, transmitted, and accessed in digital form, typical using electronic devices such as computers, smartphones, and tablets. It encompasses a wide range of formats, including text, image, audio, video, and interactive multimedia. Number 4, personal computer. Before IBM, the desktop computer gadget and office automated tool in 1983, followed by Apple Macintosh and antiquated microcomputer. Today, the world of personal computer is basically divided between Apple and PCs. This is typically used for day-to-day tasks instead of much more taking jobs such as server hosting and extreme computing. What is personal computer? Personal computer, sometimes known as PC, are multi-purposes electronic device made from individual use. They are commonly used for word processing, email, web surfing, gaming, and multimedia consumption. They are made of different hardware parts such as CPU, RAM, hard disk, or solid-state drive for storage. Keyboard, mouse, and monitor for input, output, and USB port and network interface for communication. The advent of early models such as the IBM 100 and the Altair 8800 in the 1970s gave rise to the concept of personal computers.
Space flight. According to Britannica's Aerospace Industry article, launched Sputnik 1957 signaled not only Soviet technical leadership in a new field, but also the capability and extent of Soviet large missile development and production. On April 12, 1961, cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin on board the space flight, which on July 20, 1969 achieved its goal of landing the first humans of the moon, was arguably one of the most momentous events in 20th century space exploration. Sputnik 1 launched on October 4, 1957 marked the beginning of the space age and highlight Soviet technical leadership. Mobile phones. The circular phone service dates back at least to 1947, but the first call was made from the sidewalk outside in Manhattan Hilton in 1973 by Martin Cooper. A Motorola research forum app has arrived at Bell Labs to test the new phone. 30 years later, more than half of all Americans own one of cellular networks are beginning to serve internet access at broadband speeds through thin air. Circular phones are conclusive technological revolution. Every day, a new cell phone comes out that some new feature that flat out transforms the way people utilize their phones. Circular phones have won a long way since Martin Cooper first in 1973, transforming from basic communication device to sophisticated smartphones. That revolution has revolutionized how we interact with technology and each other. Nuclear power. According to the World Nuclear Association, nuclear technology uses the energy released by splitting the atoms of certain elements. It was first developed in the 1940s and during the Second World War. Research initially focused on producing bombs. In the 1950s, attention turned to the peaceful use of nuclear fission, controlling its power generation. Nuclear energy now provides about 10% of the world's electricity from about 40 power reactions. 12 countries in 2018 produce at least one quarter of their electricity from nuclear. South Korea normally gets more than 30% of its electricity from nuclear, while in USA, UK, Spain, Romania, and Russia, about 1/5 of electricity is from nuclear. Nuclear technology initially developed for military purposes in the 1940s, transitioned to peaceful uses like power generation in the 1950s. Today, nuclear energy supplies about 10% of world's electricity through approximately 40 power reactors, with several countries relying significantly on nuclear power for nuclear power. According to the World Nuclear Association, nuclear technology uses the energy released by splitting the atoms of certain elements. It was first developed in the 1940s and during the Second World War. Research initially focused on producing bombs. In the 1950s, attention turned to the peaceful use of nuclear fission, controlling its power generation. Nuclear energy now provides about 10% of the world's electricity from about 40 power reactions. 12 countries in 2018 produce at least one quarter of their electricity from nuclear. South Korea normally gets more than 30% of its electricity from nuclear, while in USA, UK, Spain, Romania, and Russia, about one-fifth of electricity is one nuclear. Nuclear technology, initially developed for military purposes in the 1940s, transitioned to peaceful uses like power generation in the 1950s. Today, nuclear energy supplies about 10% of world's electricity through approximately 40 power reactors, with several countries relying significantly on nuclear power for electricity production.
Electronic funds transfer. This is a technology that utilizes computer to complete payment transaction between individuals and organizations. Now, anywhere in the world you can get cash in your bank or use GCash, PayPal or PayMaya to buy and sell stuff. This type of technology paved way to checkless and cashless society. Ang electronic funds transfer ay isang teknolohiyang ginagamit sa kasalukuyang panahon ito. Ginagamit ito upang mapabilis ang transaksyon ng pagbabayad. Isa sa mga teknolohiyang ito ay ang GCash. Ito ay ginagamit sa pagbabayad, bank transfer, pagbili ng load at iba pa. PayMaya or PayPal. Isa din ito sa mga ginagamit na electronic funds transfer gaya
Organ transplants. Scientists and historians estimate the doctor began grafting skin, the body's largest organ, around 800 BC, to treat burns and other wounds. Modern organ transplants began in the early 90s and 1936. Ukrainian Dr. Yulia Voronoi transplanted the first woman kidney using an organ, a deceased donor. While the transplant, a successful Voronoi patient died shortly after a result of organ rejection. In 1954, Junior Joseph Murray removed the kidney from a one-woman patient and implanted in another recipient accept the kidney as its own rather than rejected in as foreign body. So the organ transplant is possible in peace and ani, and sometimes double transplants are conducted, such as kidney, pancreas, of heart, lung. Organ transplants have a long history, starting with the skin grafting in 800 BC. Modern organ transplants began in the early 90s in 1936. Junior Yoyo Voronoi performed the first woman kidney transplant, but the patient died to the rejection. Junior Joseph Murray achieved success in 1954 with the first successful kidney transplant between two woman patients. Today, organ transplant include advanced procedure like face and hand transplants and double transplants like kidney, pancreas, and heart, lung are also performed.
Ethical dilemma faced by these technological advancements. Amid all the technological advances that have disrupted the world, and while it's true that these technological breakthroughs are used of beneficial, that fact remains what there are several dilemmas faced by these necessities. There are overgrowing challenges, questions, and issues that need to be addressed and resolved when science, technology, and humanity intertwine. So, alam naman natin na malaki talaga ang pakinabang ng teknolohiya sa atin dahil dito mas napapabilis niya at napapagaan niya ang ating pamumuhay at hindi natin yung may di-deny, di ba? So, gaya na lamang ng enhanced communication. So, these technological advancements have made it easier for people to connect and communicate across the globe, fostering understanding and collaboration, di ba? Mas ngayon mas pinadali na lang dahil sa teknolohiya. Okay? Hindi tulad dati na sobrang pahirapan pa. Kung may gusto kang kausapin o nasa ibang lugar yung kapamilya mo, kaibigan mo, kailangan mo pang magpadala ng sulat, di ba? Pero ngayon, dahil sa teknolohiya, mas pinadali na lang niya ang pakikipag-usap, di ba? Kunin mo lang yung cellphone mo, computer mo, isang click mo lang, pwede mo na siyang tawagan at pwede pa kayong makapag-video call ngayon, di ba? So people enjoyed so much this technology that they are fixated to this stuff day and night. They are engrossed and dependent on this technology, which makes them unproductive already. There are also instances that when you disturb these people, they will easily mad and annoyed. On the other hand, there is a real fear that increased machine autonomy will undermine the status of humans. AI also revolutionized the link between warfare and surveillance practice. The International Committee for Robot Arms Control recently expressed their opposition to Google's participation in Project Maven, a military program that used machine learning to analyze drone and surveillance footage which can be used for extrajudicial killings. So, ang sinasabi lang naman dito is ito yung patungkol sa mga negative effects of technological advancement. Kaya naman, dahil dito sa teknolohiya ay nagdudulot ng mga problema sa etika na maaaring makaapekto sa iba't ibang aspeto ng lipunan. So, gaya na lamang ng misinformation and fake news. So, these technologies like social media have made it easier to spread false information. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung mga madali na lang magpakalat ng mga balitang hindi naman totoo, yung mga maling impormasyon, di ba? So, which can impact society in political processes. So, kagaya na lamang ng mga magulang na pinapagalitan nila ang kanilang mga anak dahil nga sa pagbababad nila sa mga gadgets nila, especially mga cellphone, computer, di ba? Sa mga online games. Kaya minsan hindi na sila nakakakain sa tamang oras. O kaya naman hindi na sila nakakalabas ng bahay to socialize, to communicate sa mga ibang tao, makipaglaro. O kaya naman minsan nakakaligtan na din nila ang kanilang responsibilidad sa bahay, just like paghugas ng pinggan, maglinis sa bahay, di ba? Or just exercise. Dahil ito sa technological advancement. Ang paggumon sa teknolohiya ay maaaring humantong sa pagbaba ng harapang pakikipag-ugnayan, pagbaba ng produktibidad at negatibong kalusugan ng isip. At lalo na pagtaas ng otonomiya sa makina at pag-asa natin sa AI ay maaaring humantong sa dehumanization, eroded na katayuan ng tao at ethical na implikasyon para sa trabaho at pagkakakilanlan ng tao. Ang revolusyonaryong paggamit ng teknolohiya ay pwede natin itong gamitin, pagdigma at pagmamatsyag, tulad na lamang ng digital surveillance, di ba? Tulad ng drone, di ba? Yung mga drone kasi pwede natin magamit 'yon. Like pag-spy, di ba? Magagamit natin 'yon. Ay nagdudulot ng mga alalahanin tungkol sa militarisasyon at pagkawala ng kontrol ng tao. Kaya naman dahil dito, ang International Committee for Robot Arms Control ay sumasalungat sa paglahok ng Google sa mga pagsulong na ito na binibigyan diin ang kahalagahan ng mga ethical na pagsasaalang-alang sa pagbuo at pag-deploy ng teknolohiya. According to John J. Riley, Center for Science, Technology and Values at the University of Notre Dame, he identified science and technology products with ethical dilemmas. So these are the ethical dilemma from John J. Riley. So number 1, Helix and DNA Test. This is an online platform that deals and packages your DNA test. This will interpret your genome as well as your ancestry. So the ethical dilemma is privacy and confidentiality. So number 2, social credit systems. This technology scores the citizen when it comes to their honesty in government affairs, commercial integrity, societal integrity, and judicial integrity. This brings social transparency to mandate obedience. So this ethical dilemma is digital surveillance. Number 3, ransomware. This kind of technology works like a virus that can seize or control your computer unit or any computer device and steal your important files in exchange for payment or ransom like money. So this ethical dilemma, rise of cyber criminals. Number 4, do-it-yourself cyber. This is a roboroach that allows the user to learn about neural microstimulation. So the ethical dilemma is illegal practice of veterinary medicine.
Predictive policing. Ang teknolohiyang ito nangangailangan ng pagkuha ng data mula sa hindi magkatulad, pinagmumulan, pagsusuri at paggamit ng mga resulta upang mahulaan, maiwasan at tumugon sa mga krimen sa hinaharap. Number 6. Data chip implant. Ito ay isang teknolohiyang ipinasok o itinanim sa taong nagsisilbing mga imbak ng data at ginagamit ito upang i-verify ang pagkakailanlan. Number 7. Sickbot. Ito ay isang Gynodbot na pinangalang Roxy na binuo ni Engineer Douglas Hens. Ang abot na ito ay nilikha gamit ang sintetikong balat at artificial intelligence. Dinisenyo upang ipahayag ang pagmamahal at bumuo ng bokabulary na angkop sa internet ng tao. Number 8. Globe clips. Ang teknolohiyang ito ay binubuo ng isang kamera na nagpapahintulot sa paggamit makuha ang bawat sandali ng walang kahirap-hirap. Number 9. Pagpapalain. Ang U2 at paper. Ang unang robot na pari ay marunong magsalita sa 5 wika. Ethical. Sensitivity ng resolution seremonya. Number 10. Feedback. Ito ay isang app na nag-iimbak ng namatay na digital na impormasyon at bakas na paa upang maaari pa rin makipag-chat sa kanila. Ang ilang sa mga item na listahan ay hindi po pamilyar o iyo, ngunit maaaring magsilbi sa iyo gabay sa pagtalakay o sa ilan sa mga paksa sa pag-aaral ng hagham at teknolohiya. Ang lahat ng mga teknolohiyang ito na inaalok ay dapat pinamahalaan ng pamantayang ethical.
Future without people. Can you imagine a future without people? Would the planet Earth be better or without us human? What about the stroke and resistant virus again that would be wiped out the entire human race? The question are synonymous to the word and to the word. Have you realized also that one day this world might then dominated by machine and robots, just like the movie will be Smith and Robot? According to article of William Nelson Joy, an American computer scientist of Sun Microsystem, entitled Why the Future Does Not Need Us. He warned the public on the rapid rise of technologies in the 21st century. The points of this article are the following. Question number 1. How does technology help your daily activities, do you think you depend to those technologies for much that you can function well without the help of those? For me, technology is a big help in my daily activity, especially in my studies, but I can't say and depend on whole life in technology. I live in peacefully when without technology I can function without technology. I can do not work without too much technology. I can say we need balance. Technology is a very help too, but dominates. It also much and dominates that there are another way to our tasks. I use technology moderately and so that I can do my tasks fast and productive.
Question number 2. Can you picture a world with a single human living and it is driven by modern technologies? How do you think it will affect the nature and the environment of the future world? Ecological rebalancing. With no human presence, ecosystem could undergo a process of natural restoration and rebalancing. Wilderness areas would expand and biodiversity might thrive as human activities such as deforestation and pollution cease. Climate change mitigation. If technology-driven system could effectively manage and reduce greenhouse gas emission, the overall impact on climate change could be reduced. For example, automate system might prioritize renewable energy generation and implement sustainable practice on large scale. Digital management of resources. Artificial intelligence and advanced monitoring system could help optimize resource management. This might to lead more efficient allocation of water, energy, and other resources, potentially reducing waste and environmental strain. Question number 3. In the present times, a lot of modern technologies are pioneering and the number of invention is expected to increase even more. How will we know if we are already in need to intervene? How will you ensure that technological innovation are morally accepted? Modern technologies have the potential to impact society, ethics, and morality. To ensure ethical acceptance, it is essential to establish clear ethical framework, transparency, public engagement, interdisciplinary collaboration, ethical risk assessment, continuous monitoring and evaluation, regulation and governance, ethics training, committees and stakeholder engagement. These strategies can help create more ethically accepted future where innovation benefits everyone. Ethical frameworks can be developed through collaboration between ethics, technologies, policymaker, and the public. Transparency and accountability are crucial for technology companies, while public engagement can provide valuable insight into social values and concern. Interdisciplinary collaboration between different disciplines can help examine the ethical implication of technological innovation from various perspectives, leading to more informed decision making. Ethics training can empower individuals to make ethically informed decisions, while ethics committees within organizations can evaluate the ethical implication of innovation.